Have you ever wondered why analog technology is making a comeback? In the era where digital technology is constantly advancing, it might seem odd that devices from a bygone era are resurfacing. Yet in recent years, we've seen a fascinating resurgence of analog technology. Let's take a quick step back. For those who might not know, analog technology refers to a type of data recording where information is translated into physical quantities. This is in contrast to digital technology, where information is translated into binary format. In simpler terms, analog is like a continuous wave, while digital is a series of ones and zeros. Now, why are we seeing a comeback of this seemingly outdated technology? Well, it's not just one but several analog devices that are making their way back into the limelight. From vinyl records to film cameras and even cassette tapes, these nostalgic pieces of technology are finding a new audience in our digital age. Vinyl records, once thought to be relics of the past, are now spinning again on turntables worldwide. It's not just the older generation that's dusting off their record collections either, but younger music enthusiasts are also jumping on the vinyl bandwagon, drawn by the unique, warm sound quality that can't be replicated by digital music. Film cameras, too, have seen a resurgence. Many photographers, both professional and amateur, are returning to the manual process of developing film, finding value in the tangible and intimate experience it offers. The grainy, imperfect images they produce possess a certain charm that digital photography often lacks. And let's not forget cassette tapes. Once rendered obsolete by CDs and digital downloads, cassettes are making a surprising comeback. Their retro appeal, combined with the tactile pleasure of holding a physical object, has brought them back into favor. Intrigued? Let's delve deeper into why these outdated technologies are re-emerging in our digital age. Each of these analog devices offers a unique experience that is, in many ways, a counterpoint to our increasingly digital world. So, sit back, and let's explore the captivating world of analog resurgence. Did you know vinyl records have made a substantial comeback in recent years? It's a trend that has been steadily growing, and it's not just the baby boomers or Gen Xers dusting off their old record collections. No, this revival is seeing a surge of interest among younger generations, millennials and Gen Z, who are discovering the allure of vinyl for the first time. What's driving this resurgence? Let's delve into that. Firstly, there's been a significant sales increase. In the last decade, vinyl sales have grown consistently year on year, with a record number of sales reported in 2022. The growth has been so substantial that for the first time since the 80s, vinyl records are outselling CDs. Secondly, the renewed interest among younger generations is fascinating. It's a trend that's been fueled by a desire for a more tactile, immersive listening experience. In an age where streaming platforms dominate, vinyl offers a refreshing change of pace. It's a ritualistic experience, from the act of laying the needle on the record to the anticipation of what's to come. This sensory experience, coupled with the larger album artwork and liner notes, is something that digital platforms simply cannot replicate. Moreover, there's a sense of nostalgia associated with vinyl that transcends generations. The crackling sound of a vinyl record takes you back in time, offering a warm, organic sound that is distinctly different from the clean, compressed audio of digital music. It's an experience that's as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Lastly, there's a communal aspect to vinyl. It encourages active listening and conversation. It's not uncommon to find record listening parties where people gather, listen, and discuss music. This sense of community is something that's often lost in our digital, headphone-dominated world. So what does this all mean? Well, it's clear that the vinyl revival isn't a passing fad. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of a format that offers a unique, immersive, and communal listening experience. It seems the nostalgic charm of vinyl records is not only surviving but thriving in our digital age. Film cameras, once considered obsolete, are now back in the picture. In an age where digital technology reigns supreme, it's fascinating to see the resurgence of these analog devices. After all, who would have thought that in the 21st century, amidst the proliferation of high-resolution digital cameras and smartphones, film cameras would make a comeback? The reason behind this trend is twofold. First, there's the unique aesthetic that film provides. Each roll of film has its own character, its own flavor, if you will. The grain, the colors, the way light interacts with the film, it all contributes to an image that's distinctly different from what you get with a digital sensor. Digital photography, as striking as it can be, often lacks the soul that film images possess. Second, there's the appeal of physical photos. In a world where images are often viewed on screens and then forgotten, a tangible photo holds a certain charm. It's something you can hold, something you can put in a frame or a photo album. It's a slice of time, captured and preserved for posterity. The numbers tell the same story. Film camera sales have seen a significant increase in recent years, with more and more people, both young and old, expressing a renewed interest in film photography. This is not just a fad, it's a movement, a return to the roots of photography. Photography studios and camera shops have taken note of this trend. Some have started offering film processing services again, while others have begun stocking a variety of film cameras and films. Even manufacturers have joined the bandwagon, with some reintroducing their classic film cameras and others developing new film-based products. The tactile nature and unique aesthetic of film photography seem to have rekindled a love for this old-school technology. And despite the conveniences of digital photography, it seems that film cameras, with their quirks and idiosyncrasies, are here to stay. It's a testament to the enduring appeal of analog technology in a digital world. Cassette tapes, a relic from the past, have also found their way back into the present. Remember the days of rewinding with a pencil or the thrill of making a mixtape? If you thought those days were gone, think again. Cassette tapes are making a comeback. And it's not just because of a sense of nostalgia. Let's take a moment to rewind to the past. In the 80s and 90s, cassette tapes were the go-to medium for music. They were portable, reusable, and allowed for that personal touch when creating a mixtape. However, as digital music became more accessible and convenient, cassette tapes were pushed aside. Fast forward to the present day. We're witnessing a resurgence in the popularity of cassette tapes. But why is this happening? There are a few reasons. Firstly, there's the nostalgia factor. For those who grew up in the era of cassette tapes, there's a certain charm and warmth to them that digital formats can't replicate. It's reminiscent of a simpler time when listening to music was an experience, not just a background noise. Then there's the unique sound quality. Some argue that the sound produced by a cassette tape is superior to digital formats. It's raw, it's real, and it's authentic. There's a certain beauty in the imperfections, the hisses and the pops that add character to the music. But it's not just about the sound. Cassette tapes offer a tangible experience. There's something satisfying about holding a physical copy of music, about flipping the tape to side B. It's a more intentional way of consuming music, forcing you to engage with it rather than passively hitting next on a playlist. Furthermore, many independent artists and labels are releasing their music on cassettes. It's a cost-effective way of distributing physical music, and it adds a certain cool factor to their brand. So, against all digital odds, cassette tapes have found a way to exist in the present. They are a testament to the fact that sometimes, the old ways still have a place in our hearts and homes. It seems even the humble cassette tape has a place in our digital world. Why are these analog technologies making a comeback in our age of digital convenience? This question has been at the heart of our exploration today. We've journeyed through the enchanting world of vinyl records, the captivating charm of film cameras, and the nostalgic allure of cassette tapes. But what's driving this resurgence? One of the key factors is the desire for a more tactile experience. In today's digital landscape, we're often detached from the physical aspects of our media. We stream music, we view photos on screens, we listen to books. Analog technologies offer a return to the tangible. A vinyl record, a film strip, a cassette tape. These are items you can touch, hold, and feel. They connect us to our media in a way that digital simply can't. Then there's the unique aesthetic. The warm, rich sound of a vinyl record, the grainy, imperfect beauty of a film photograph, the distinct hiss of a cassette tape. These are experiences that digital technologies have struggled to replicate. They're not just modes of media consumption, they're art forms in their own right, offering a unique sensory experience that's become increasingly appealing. And let's not forget the nostalgia factor. For many, these analog technologies remind us of simpler times. They take us back to our childhood, to our first record player, our first camera, our first mixtape. They remind us of a time when technology was less about convenience and more about the experience. A time when listening to music, taking a photo, or recording a song was an event in itself. But what does this say about our relationship with technology? Perhaps it tells us that while we appreciate the convenience of digital, we also value the experience of analog. We crave the tactile, the aesthetic, the nostalgic. We appreciate the artistry, the craftsmanship, the human touch. In our fast-paced digital age, it seems there's still a place for the slower, more tactile experience of analog technology.